Hello, it's release day for Mary Arlan Breaking the Curse. This book, my first ever book, is officially available, and if you buy the ebook, you can read it right now. If you buy the paperback book, you have to wait for it to be posted, and honestly I'm having a little trouble with paperbacks. But that's not the point of today's video. Like, I say I'm having trouble with paperbacks, but I'm having trouble getting paperbacks into standard bookshops, or rather onto standard bookshop websites, which is the normal thing for independent authors to get. But I think it's just that it hasn't happened yet for some reason. Who knows? I am investigating. Anyway, the point of today's video is not that. The point of today's video is about reviews. If you don't know what a review is, it's basically opinions that are used to judge the quality of a product. So, cool. Obviously I'm going to be talking about book reviews because books. So why are reviews important? Several reasons, which I will go through for you now. 1. They help other readers decide if they want to buy a book. 2. They are used in online algorithms to boost, or reverse boost, people up and down lists. If you have over a certain number of reviews on Amazon, our favourite conglomerate that self-published authors couldn't escape even if they wanted to, you get boosted up the list if you have over a certain number of reviews. Also known as, if you don't have enough reviews, people might not be able to find your books even if they're actively searching for them. 3. They give authors the knowledge that people are reading and hopefully enjoying the book. And 4. They can be a learning tool for some authors. If you're getting a lot of reviews that pick up on the same thing, you can try and improve that the next time if there is a next time for you. Okay, so they're important. Great, awesome. But when leaving a review, what do you say? Well, technically you don't have to say anything, but it is always nicer if you try to. Anything from I liked this book, including the variants of I liked this book because it drew me in, I liked this book but the pacing was off, I liked this book, I would buy another one, I liked this book, I lent it to my friend and now my friend is buying a copy, and of course I liked this book with an exclamation mark, or more than one. All the way through to detailed in-depth studies of the book. I liked these aspects, I wasn't such a fan of these. If you like this thing, you'll also enjoy. If you want to see an example of that in action, I will hopefully link to the Lily Cafe's post book review for Mary Arlan Breaking the Curse on her website, which is called the Lily Cafe. So that she does these really nice in-depth reviews, is my point. So if you want to see what a really nice in-depth review looks like, it can look like that. You can even, if you want to, if you're not really into really in-depth stuff but you want to go a bit more, you can go into fun exaggerations or possible realities. Things like, I stayed up all night reading this book. This book warped my sense of time. That is a real one that I have heard about Mary Arlan Breaking the Curse, but because my wife is the one who said it, I can't put it anywhere. And then maybe something even like, I devoured this book and require another sacrifice like the true book dragon I am. Okay, so that's all great if you like the book, but what if you didn't like the book? Well, that depends on how much you didn't like it. Book reviews, like most reviews, are medianed out, so a 1-star review will impact the author's rating, but on the other hand, it is another review, so there's a balance to be found. When you are reviewing a book you didn't like, it is more important to explain why you didn't like it. Throwing up a 1, 2, or even a 3-star review with no context, no explanation is less useful. So you can, here's some examples of things you can say if you didn't really like the book. You can say things like, I didn't like it because the pacing was weird, so I couldn't get into it. And that gives people an idea if they come and read your review. Ah, okay, so the pacing's weird in this. Let me use the look inside feature and see what I think of the pacing in the first however many chapters you get in the look inside feature. And make a decision for myself. And they can actively look for the thing that you found wrong, or you found issue with. I didn't like this book because I couldn't connect with the character. And then again, people can look inside the book a lot of the time and see what it is that you maybe didn't connect with. It could be even better if you can figure out for yourself why you didn't connect with the character, or what possibilities or what the possible reasons for that disconnect are. Like, I didn't connect with the character because I feel like I'm constantly getting bumped out of their head is a legitimate thing. That is usually if the author's done too much telling and not enough showing. That is a problem. I couldn't connect with the character because I don't see how anyone could react like that in that situation. Or I didn't connect with the character because I have no experience of that situation. Like, those are totally fair. You're allowed to have those feelings and you're allowed to comment on them in a review. Because if you think about it, just leaving a 1-star review for "I didn't like this book" tells everyone nothing about the book or you or what was wrong with it. So what about if you have no strong feelings? If you read the book and you were like, yeah, it's fine. 3-star reviews are good for that. 4 stars are good for that too. It's pretty good, it's fine. I probably wouldn't order the next one, but I enjoyed this well enough. I liked this one aspect, but I probably wouldn't read it again. I probably wouldn't recommend it to my friends, but maybe it's for you. Just sort of hedgy kind of statements like that are really, really good, because it's that thing of, ultimately, it's all about sharing what you did and didn't like. That's the whole point of a review. No one's grading you. It's not an assignment. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. It's very helpful for authors, and it's very nice to get reviews, and it does really help us out, especially in the first 100 days after sale on something like Amazon, where the first 100 days after sale are really what makes or breaks your book a lot of the time. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to it than that. There's like back catalogues and how many books do you have and what kind of efforts you're putting into advertising and how are you doing and all of that kind of stuff that's very author focused. But if you are a reader and you want to support your favourite authors, the best ways you can support your favourite authors are buying their books, especially if they come out with like special edition ones or signed ones or anything like that, anything that gives them that little bit of extra money. If they have some kind of like coffee account or Patreon, you can obviously potentially sign up for that, but maybe you don't have that kind of cash lying around, and that's totally fair too. And then the third thing that you can do that really helps to support your favourite authors is leave reviews for their books. Leave them on places like Goodreads and the Storygraph and wherever you bought the book from. And if it was a gift, just leave it on Goodreads and the Storygraph. Heck, if you're really into reading and you discover actually you quite like this book reviewing thing, start a book review blog, start a book review YouTube, start a book review TikTok, Instagram, anything. Just start a whole book review page. It's a lot of fun to do. So I hear. I don't have one. Like, as someone who does make videos though, they are a lot of fun to do if you enjoy being in front of the camera, if you have the time and energy to be able to do that. It is a lot of fun. So yeah, just investigate it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe you'll enjoy it, maybe you'll really like writing book reviews, and if you discover that actually you really hate writing book reviews, that's fine too. So yeah, leave reviews on your favourite books, leave reviews on books you thought were quite good. Decide for yourself whether you want to leave reviews on bad books, or books you didn't like, I suppose. Is there such a thing as a bad book? I'm not going to answer that question. You can buy your very own copy of Mary Arlan Breaking the Curse. It is available in a lot of places. I've got links in the description box below. I will update those every time there's a new place to be able to do it. It's the Books to Read link, which is a universal book link. It's a really great feature. I love it to pieces. Share with your friends and family. That is another really great thing you can do that's not reviews. Share books with your friends and family. Share links with your friends and family. Tell your friends and family about it. Tell that one co-worker you kind of tolerate. And if you want to read some of my stuff before you pitch in and buy the book, because I understand money is a thing, you can read the first 3 chapters completely free over on my mailing list, along with a short story that is exclusive to my mailing list and to physical copies that I give away. This thing. Or if you want to read more things in the Mary Arlan universe but you don't want to commit to a mailing list yet because, hey, this is the first video I've seen from you, Will, then there is also Nopoodles.wordpress.com. Again, the links are in the description, where I post free short stories every single week, including some Mary Arlan ones, including the first chapter of Mary Arlan Breaking the Curse. And if that's still not enough Mary Arlan Breaking the Curse for you, I do have in the works right now a read aloud video of chapter 1 of Mary Arlan Breaking the Curse. That will be posted on YouTube as soon as it's finished, but there's been a spanner in that as well, because spanners everywhere. It's just raining spanners right now. Spanners and paperbacks, spanners and audio recording of chapter 1. I don't have a full audiobook yet, but that is also in the works. And of course there's the like and subscribe buttons in the description box, above the description box, and you are totally welcome to click those. It's just released a book and then we do NaNoWriMo!